What's up, everybody? Dex here, and we are back with another episode of Suburban Paranormal. Guys, I apologize. I tried to record this yesterday, and apparently the application on the phone doesn't record more than 12 minutes in the one app that I was using. Whatever, bunch of technical crap that happened. I hopefully got it fixed. As I told you before, we are looking to upgrade the equipment. I got a little wireless microphone here. Hopefully the audio sounds a little bit better. If you can't tell, if you're watching on YouTube, this is now being recorded in 4K. We have the studio office almost done. Hopefully, nice background, a couple little things going on. Hopefully that's coming soon. But that's all I want to get into. Again, I apologize for the couple days delay on getting you this episode, but here it is. We're back, and I got a bunch of good stuff. Don't forget, check us out, Cinescape Media on the web. Also, we do have our own YouTube channel now. Look out for that. We have obviously the link's going to be below, or guys, in the episode description on your podcast player will have the link to this as well. So definitely check us out over there. You'll get to see all the stuff that we're putting on the screen, links to all the articles and everything like that. So give us a like and subscribe. But let's go ahead. Let's get right into this stuff. One of the things that I got called out on for a couple weeks ago that I did miss, especially something in my own backyard. I can't believe I missed this. I did mean to bring this one up. So let's go ahead. We're going to pop myself down in the corner like that. And let's go. So Gettysburg, we had somebody record some more figures. It looks like there was a couple people driving. I think they said they were from Jersey, but they were driving along, had a cell phone camera out, because apparently they saw a couple figures. And so there's a video that had popped up that they uploaded. And as you can see, it's playing back here behind me. You can see there is a very fast, like, white moving figure that's pretty clear. And then, to me, I can't tell if this white figure, when it's flying past, if it's perhaps going behind the cannon right there, or if there's another possible figure popping around the corner. Whether it's one or two, it doesn't really matter. Apparently they saw a couple, so it's perhaps two. But like I said, you see the one white kind of go real fast. He kind of goes this way while the figure kind of peeks out. I mean, but it does look like the white one might go behind it. But it is definitely a really good video. I do like this. Unfortunately, it's not the highest of quality like most of these captures are, which is okay. I mean, it happens. Not everybody has great cell phone cameras. I mean, that's just how it is. Granted, as these phones with the better cameras come out, get cheaper and things like that, hopefully we get better quality footage. So when it comes to, like I said, I like to try and debunk. I'd like to try and see all the theories that are out there and give my opinion on them. So the only one really opinion that I did see on this was someone saying that it was water on the windshield. I'm not really buying that one too much. If it was raining that day, I would I would expect there to be a lot more rain on the windshield, as well as seeing the windshield wipers going, and they weren't. So granted, yes, you can be driving and it could start to be raining and you can get a drop of rain on your windshield. But the way, it just doesn't look like any kind of water creating an artifact, in my opinion. Just because the way, the reflection doesn't match, I think, what you would expect because of how it moves. I mean, it's a little too quick, in my opinion, to just be water kind of trickling down a windshield, or I'm sorry, down your windshield. So this is definitely, like I said, I personally like this clip. I would like, again, it's not going to be perfect quality, but it is a good video. I'll leave the link so you guys can go check it out yourselves. Definitely comment below. Let us know what you think about this. I'm going to go ahead and post this on Facebook as well. I think I already shared it once. Like I said, I shared it but completely forgot to put it in the episode. A couple of you guys called me out on that, and again, my apologies. But we covered it here today. So again, great video, and I apologize. So let's go ahead. We're going to move right along. Going to pop this one up.
So for today's drink,
TikTok spooky o'clock. I know that might be corny, but so is this video. Um, so if you look at this video, it's got like 8 million views, but I mean, I guess
So
that's
for
what
today's
you
drink,
would expect from TikTok and all those people. Your younger generation that uses TikTok. With this video, if you watch, the girl apparently is about to do
so
something.
for today's drink,
You see the curtain move, you see what looks like a hand dragging, and then all of a sudden the girl's Bruce Lee and she runs and attacks the curtain like she's gonna catch somebody.
so for
A
today's
lot of red
drink,
flags in this one, and these are kind of things that I look for that I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys out there are doing as well when you're looking at these videos. First red flag to me, I mean, I guess I kind of was gonna let it go,
so
just
for
because
today's drink,
it's I caught a ghost, so I'm gonna start with some really spooky sounds. These spooky sounds are something that I kind of want to steal because they're corny, and I think they would be maybe
So
a
for
great
today's
background
drink-
music to the Paranormal Dad Joke segment we do here. But, I mean, I'm not going to do that. So that was kind of like, you're first starting out here. But if you watch, the other thing is, too, especially young girls
so for today's drink,
and teenagers, young men, whenever they're recording themselves, especially if they're just trying to show you something like right in front of them, the camera is like, you're zoomed in, you're right there, they're dead center. I mean,
So
your
for
shoulders are
today's
cut off because
drink-
all you can see is this part of their face, really, and they want all the attention on them. So the fact that this girl has herself framed to the, when you're watching it, to the right-hand side, her left, just to make sure that
so for
that
today's
curtain's
drink,
there, that's the next red flag to this video, where you're not going to frame your video that way unless you purposely wanted that curtain to be in the background for this
so for
purpose.
today's drink,
The other thing, people did say that they saw a shadow. I didn't really see a shadow, but if you're seeing a shadow, it's not a shadow. You got somebody in all black clothing who maybe used a rake, I don't know, some kind of stick with something on the end, where they went like this and they flicked the curtain around and then drug it down, and then they tried to jump out of the frame real quick, and she's coming, Steven Seagal style to tackle somebody. I don't know, but I mean, this is a big old dud. I hope nobody's really falling for this one. Is it kind of funny? Sure, but I mean, to the people that might have thought this was real, no. Let's stop. Let's think. Something like this is just, there's too many red flags for this one. So, if you haven't seen it, I'll put the link down there for those listening. And again, you guys have been watching it behind me here. It's just, yeah. So, that's that. Up next, my favorite cryptozoology is Nessie. And I might have said this one before on the show, I don't know. But, I mean, Nessie, Loch Ness Monster, whatever you want to call it, this is one that everybody as a child hears about. At least in my area, because I remember going to school and kids always talking about the Loch Ness Monster, or somebody always trying to scare you with the Loch Ness Monster, or, stupid kids, your mom looks like the Loch Ness Monster, but, it's stupid shit. Loch Ness Monster, Nessie, whatever, it's always been around. So when I see and hear about sightings of this creature, it's always going to make the show if I find it. So there was another Nessie sighting. Actually, there were 2 Nessie sightings, so let's get this story correct. A couple weeks prior to the video that we got playing here, there was a couple that was out walking along, that lake, and they spotted it, and they said it looked like the size of a bus, huge, massive, I think they even called it eel-like creature. So, unfortunately, though, they didn't catch anything on camera to share, but they did put the story out there, so it was listed as an official Nessie sighting. Then you have a video from a guy who a couple weeks later was walking his dog, which you see the dog in the end of the video. He's running around. He's got his little vest on. I guess he's a therapy dog. But the video, you see it's zoomed in. Now, when you watch the video, it's another great high quality video. You could tell the guy was using a good camera because he was able to zoom in, because at the end of the video you do see it zoom back. The shape of what you see coming out of that water is that typical Nessie shape, where it's got like the neck that comes up and then it goes back and does the hump underneath the water. It looks like it's only poking its head up this time. There's not like, you don't see the rest of the body. It was just kind of a head poking, but it was definitely there. It is in the same exact spot too, where the people a couple weeks prior had actually mentioned that they saw Nessie. So it's nice to see that someone was able to kind of back up what they saw a couple weeks later. Now, I mean, Nessie sightings, we've had a few that we've shown on this, couple pictures I think we've shown before on the channel. Yeah, so Nessie's been, I guess, bored in Corona, and I guess, I mean, anybody know if there's been a sex assigned to this thing? We'll just call it. We'll just, Loch Ness has been showing its face everywhere, and I know they've been trying to catch it. I just don't catch it, just let it go and let everybody enjoy these random sightings, because it's awesome. Unless you want to get some radar and you find some radar, that'd be awesome to see some radar of Nessie. You just see this big, massive thing in the water. And you never know. Maybe people thought they saw a submarine or something else, and here they saw Nessie. You never know. But that's all I got for the news. That was that I was able to find. There's some other little things coming out. I almost want to say that we are in the first week of October, and I've always kind of noticed the first week of October being a little calm before the storm. As people say, you know, the veil between our world and the spirit world has began to thin out. So we probably are going to get some more stories soon, some more activity, things like that. You know, we'll stay on top of it as best we can. Hopefully, I'm going to try and start blogging more, and I want to do a couple maybe segments on the show. And we're going to get into that at the end of this here. But that's all I got for the news. If you have any more, send them over. I mean, let's keep everybody, you know, informed with the news that we're all finding. So, as always, my favorite thing to do after the news, we just talked about it, is Paranormal Dad Joke. So, today's Paranormal Dad Joke. What does a ghost panda eat? Bamboo! My daughter loved that one, by the way, so you better like it too. No, I'm just kidding. But, yeah. That's our Paranormal Dad Joke. If you guys have any more, I know I've mentioned this before. If you have a Paranormal Dad Joke and you want me to read it on the show, get it sent over. Again, you can hit us up on any of the social medias and send it to me, or suburbanparanormal@gmail.com. Put in the subject Paranormal Dad Joke. And I mean, I read everybody's emails that sends their stuff in every week. Well, every day. I mean, I get emails pretty regularly. So I always do my best to respond to everybody. So feel free, keep sending them in. We'll keep going. And I will definitely credit you for the Paranormal Dad Joke. So we're going to move into TV talk, as we always do. So we did finally get a date on the return of Ghost Nation, and that date is October 17th. Boys, we'll be back, and I am looking forward to it. It is October. It is time for more ghost shows. Now, Ghost Nation being the only one that has put a release date out on any new shows. Still nothing from, you know, Kindred Spirits, Ghost, Ghost Adventures. I haven't seen anything from Ghost Hunters. I haven't seen anything Netflix on that series that we've been promised since December of last year. So there's at least hope we're going to get some more Ghost Nation. They've been posting a lot of pictures and videos of them messing around. They got their masks on. They're, you know, doing what they can to stay safe out there while they're, you know, doing the investigations. So that's good to see. That's good to hear. Hopefully this does start cascading more, and we do get more of some of the other shows coming back out. Also, don't forget, Kindred Spirits is having the crossover episode with Ghost Nation, and I know that's in October. I can't remember the date offhand. I apologize about that, but I'll put the... I've shared it on the social media before, and I'll go ahead and share it again, and I'll bring it up next episode as well to make sure that you guys all pay attention and watch and listen. So the next thing that I found, and this is another one thanks to Brandon from work, The Phenomenon. So here is a new documentary coming out from James Fox, not Jamie Foxx, James Fox. He's a director, and he's the one coming out with this. So what we have is it's a UFO documentary, and I apologize. I did actually I remember. So the Ghost Nation Reunion in Hell is what it's called. It'll be on Saturday, October 31st at 8 p.m. So that's when we can see Amy and Adam with, Steve, Dave, and Jason. So I want to do a watch party for that. So if you guys are interested in watching that with me, I will be putting some information on Facebook. Maybe I'll do a Facebook Live, and we'll watch it together. So if you guys are looking forward to that like I am, I will hopefully see you then. So we'll get back to The Phenomenon is a documentary from James Fox, and it's coming in pretty heavy with a lot of, I guess you want to say, endorsements behind it. It's got some... you have former CIA officers, you have a lot of the people that we saw, to those of you guys that have watched the Unidentified series that I kept talking about, which I really can't, where's season 3? But speaking of Unidentified, like I said, you have a couple people in there, and I didn't see, at least in the trailer, if Lou Elizondo, who we know from Uninterrupted, is in it. But he is out here on Twitter saying that, he's not one really to endorse stuff, or even if he supports them, he's saying he doesn't really talk about them. And, there's a lot of people that do that, and it makes complete sense. There's a lot of things out there that you maybe not want to tie your name to things. I don't know why he wouldn't, but, he is to this. So he doesn't do it a lot, but he's making an exception in this case. And that's right, he's not a part of this production, but it is going to be worth watching because it says things that he can't. So I don't know what they're saying, obviously, that he can't, but this is coming out worldwide today. Well, yeah, today. You guys will get this on Tuesday, 10/6. It is coming out today, and again, it's being hailed as one of the most credible examinations of the long-standing cover-up and global mystery involving unidentified aerial phenomenon. This is from the YouTube description. Sorry. So looks like it's done by 1091 Pictures. There's a link that I will have in the description for anybody that wants to go check it out and pay for it. It is going to be, obviously, something that you have to pay for. It's going to be on, it looks like you got Apple TV, Prime Video, Vimeo, Vudu, and Fandango. So maybe it's not something you're going to have to pay for. So let's see. Nope, I lied. So Amazon, I just pulled it up. It looks like you can pre-order the movie, and it's $20. So I may be paying for this one just because if it's being touted this highly recommended, I definitely want to give it a shot. So that's all I have for TV talk. I know this episode we actually went a little longer than I expected to, actually. Again, I apologize. I did have some health issues recently that are under control now, so we're good to go there. Appreciate, as always, you guys tuning in and listening and watching if you're on YouTube. If you could, again, please share with your friends. I'm going to let you know. All social medias are going to be down here at the bottom. As always, if you have any suggestions, like I said, I have a couple little things that I want to try on the channel. We are now our own YouTube channel, and we will be trying different things. If you have any suggestions, if you think we should maybe do like a, some kind of little spot on Wednesdays and maybe you want to be a part of it, send those in. Again, suburbanparanormal@gmail.com. I'm all ears for trying to expand this show into its own, thing. Let's get out there. We have UFO Fridays. We have, Ghost Tuesdays, things like that. If you want to be a part of this and, do something with me, let's do this. I mean, let's grow. Let's continue to get the information out there as much as we can, pull our resources together. I've been talking about different things before of trying to just pull resources together to do a lot of things. So, again, I'm going to stop talking. As always, guys, I appreciate you tuning in. Don't forget, social media down at the bottom. Hit the subscribe button, and I'm going to put the link up here for the last video in case you didn't watch it. Other than that, guys, I'm out. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time.